Hello everyone, and welcome to Tommy's Reptiles. In this video, I'll be taking this drone, going outside and chasing iguanas with it. So I got this drone right here for about 200 bucks. I figured I'd go cheap on the first one, just in case I'm not good at flying it and I crash into some telephone poles or something. But in the future, I want to get good at flying it so I can go up close and personal with crocodiles, alligators, rattlesnakes, and do some overhead footage of sharks and stuff like that. Let's go find ourselves some iguanas. I packed up my drone equipment and then headed to this little nature preserve that has this nice concrete bridge. I don't know what the purpose of it is, but it's usually covered with iguanas. Today, there's not so many, but we'll get some good footage of some. This is pretty much the first time I'm flying this drone. I took it out last night just to get used to the app, and I wanted to calibrate it. So I lifted it off the ground for maybe like a minute, but I didn't really fly it around. This is my first drone, and I think it's awesome that you take this controller, connect it to your phone, download an app, and you could just fly the thing. I find that so cool. I just really hope that I don't lose this drone on my first day ever flying it. Here I'm just turning on the controller, turning on the drone, and then I'm gonna open up the app and get it connected. Time for liftoff. Here's a closer look at what the drone looks like when it's hovering before I take off and switch to the drone camera. Before I start flying this thing close to iguanas, I wanna get used to the controls so I don't get too close, because if an iguana whips this thing, it's probably gonna break. I'm just nice and easy taking it over the water for a test run. You could see some iguanas over there by the shore. I see a couple. Let's mosey our way a little closer. Is it gonna think I'm a bird? Is it gonna think I'm a predator? Let's see, looks like he's running. I thought I saw something over here. Maybe not. Let's get a little closer to this iguana and just floor it. Whoa, better watch out for those plants. All right, let's pick up a little altitude and then hover over to the right over that walkway. Time for a little more practice, just jinking and John and staying over the walkway. I found it hard to concentrate on the camera of the drone while flying it, and also while trying to operate the gimbal on the camera, which is the part of the camera that goes up and down. Once I practice a bunch more with this thing, though, I think it's just gonna become second nature. All right, keep your eyes peeled. Look at all these iguanas running back and forth, trying to get away from me. You can see how well the iguana's green coloration helps them camouflage into the grass. They even look like the patches of grass on the bridge. If they weren't moving, I wouldn't see them. I see a big male green iguana. Let's try to get a little closer. There he is, right in the middle of the screen. I'm gonna get a little lower and try to inch my way a little closer to him. Man, I startled him. Well, let's just turn this thing and play around with the drone a little bit. Try to see if we can go a little higher, a little faster, go back and forth over the water. I'll tell you what, this thing is gonna be so fun to fly over water that's filled with alligators. Hopefully I don't get too gutsy, because I've seen a video of an alligator jumping out of the water and eating a drone. All right, let's gain a little altitude so I could show you guys a nice aerial view of this pond. It's crazy because this drone could actually go way higher than this, but since this is my first time, I don't want to overdo it, and I don't want to risk losing the drone. Well, we might as well just try to practice a little bit and get through this hole in the fence. Just got to watch out for that jagged wire. But the hole was here, I had to try. Going through. Whew, made it. All right, let's turn her to the right a little bit and then take off. All right, I'm the eye in the sky for iguanas. I actually see one down to the right. Let's get closer. Look at the awesome green coloration on this one. Let's get as close as we can to it and see what happens. Oh, he's going in defensive posture. He's making a run for it. Man, iguanas are excellent swimmers. He just darted right in the water like it was nothing. I'm gonna keep following him, but give him some space. I just wanna see if I can get him used to my presence here with this drone. I want them all to get used to it so I can come back in the future and they just stay put, because sometimes there's literally like 200 iguanas on this bridge. He's headed for the bridge. Let's slowly inch our way up closer to him. Here I'm adjusting the gimbal to give myself a more forward view. All right, let's creep up on him and see what he's doing. He keeps stopping and looking at us. I just hope he realizes I'm not a threat, so I can get some real nice up-close footage of him. Creeping a little closer, a little closer. Let's get down closer to his level so maybe he's less intimidated. I just want him to think I'm a bird. Okay, I think it's time to make our move. He doesn't look too happy. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna run? Or is he gonna stand his ground and say, this is my territory? Might be standing his ground. Looks like it. Or maybe not. Man, this is so fun. I can't wait till I'm really good at flying this thing so I could follow wildlife around all the time. Soon I hope it's to the point where I don't even have to think about what I'm doing with the drone. This iguana's been a good sport, so I think I'm gonna leave him alone and just floor it across the bridge. See how fast this baby can go. 3, 2, 1. Woo! This thing's pretty fast. Wait a second, I see some iguanas over there. Let's stop, turn around, and investigate. There's one there, and then there's two over there. Let's go head over to those two and see what they're doing. Obviously, they're hanging out, basking, getting some sun. Curious of what I'm doing and what I am, but these ones seem to be less intimidated. I kind of want to get directly overhead of these guys and point the gimbal down and see how that looks. These iguanas seem to be the most tolerant of my presence. I think they're just wondering, what is this thing? It looks like we have to bring this drone back because some storms are heading in. Let's see if I can get this drone back in one piece. And obviously have some fun along the way. Safe and sound. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching Tommy's Reptiles. I'll be back.